Hey everyone, thanks for checking out this video. We're going to be reviewing the truth about burnout in this video. So I want to talk a little bit, a story of mine about burnout. And one thing I want to bring up is an old job that I used to work at as a physical therapist. It was my second job out of grad school. This was really prior to Iron Health being a thing, being created and being what it is now. I remember just working and treating patients, which I love, and I loved and I still love it. It's still a part of what I do and who I am. So it's 2 thumbs up to that. But for some reason, I wasn't happy, or when I would leave my job, I felt more tired than when I was prior. Like I just got tired after my job, and I was like, what's going on with me? Like, can I take this? And I felt that I was getting burnt out, or the word burnt out that people use. Now, I don't necessarily think it was because of the workload, and that's something that we're gonna dive into the specifics, but the real reason why I was burning out was because I wasn't happy. And for me, like, one thing I noticed with people is they're burning out because in reality, they're not happy in what they're doing. And that's an important lesson right there on its own, right? So there's a couple other points I wanna bring up with burnout. The first one is you're not having separate boxes to separate your life into. What do I mean by that? When you're at work, you have a work box in your mind. You're checking off that box. You're living through that moment. It's like, okay, I'm at work. I'm the work version of me. Now that's one specific version of you. So you have your work box. Let's say you go to the gym after work. Now you have your fitness box. You're going in and you're being a fit person. You're stepping into a version of yourself that's fit, that goes to the gym. And then when you go home, you're stepping into that family box, or you're stepping into the relaxation box, and you're separating your day and your mind. This adds 2 things to your life. One, it separates and gives you balance in the work and life. And then it also allows you to calm down your nervous system and be a more calm person. So separating into boxes can be a very, very easy thing to implement into your life to make sure you're not getting burnt out. The second thing is really not managing your emotions. And I know it could sound cliche, but your emotions, if you allow your emotions to run your life, you're gonna be burnt out, because everything's gonna be reactionary versus actually thinking about things through and seeing the forest between the trees. Something's hitting you and you're reacting. And every time you react, your nervous system again is gonna be heightened. And that can cause a sense of burnout. So make sure you understand your emotions that come up don't necessarily mean you have to react to them. We can dive deeper into that too. I think that's an important point. The third one I want to talk about is attaching to outcomes. So when you get burnt out, or you have this feeling of burnt out, you're attaching to where you should be in life, or where you expect yourself to be. So now you're living in a version of yourself that there is a gap. So you're living in a gap. You're comparing where you want to be or where you should be to where you are. And you're attaching yourself to those outcomes. I'm an example of this. I do this all the time. I'm not saying I don't, but every time I attach myself to something and it doesn't happen right away, I get frustrated, and that causes a chain of events, and it can lead to that feeling of burnout. And the last thing, like I said before, is, are you doing what you love? Like, burnout a lot of times comes because you go to the office, you punch in, you punch out, you go to the gym, you eat the same foods. Are you really doing what you love, or are you doing things because you have to? If you're doing things because you have to, you're gonna get burned out, because there's no passion behind it. So it could be monotone life, and you're literally just gonna be on a 1-track level in life. So it's important to find what you love to do and try to find a way to make a living off that. So if you like this video, give us a like, follow, comment. Thank you guys for watching.